The thing at my window. I'm drunk, maybe a little too much. I'm home alone while my parents are out and have spent the last few hours on my laptop with a bottle of wine. I'm relishing in my rare alone time as my parents both work from home and most of my classes are online. We spend a lot of time together, so when they have a date night, I embrace it. I usually curl up in the living room with some popcorn watching a horror movie. Tonight I'm spending my night alone watching YouTube videos in my room with Chinese takeout and a bottle of Pinot. It's only 9 p.m. and I'm feeling especially relaxed from the white wine. I'm not expecting my parents back until well after midnight. They're at an anniversary party and said they'll be back late. As my computer speakers blare the words of my favorite's latest shopping haul, I hear a strange scraping sound in the gravel outside of my window. I pause the video. There have been cats outside ever since we moved here, and I've had the misfortune of hearing the kitty mating sounds. I've grown accustomed to hearing the cats prowling around the side yard. I keep quiet, waiting to hear the telltale sounds of the strays so I can get back to my video and drown them out. Instead, I hear slow, dragging footsteps. Rather than the usual quick movements through our gravel, they seem heavier and intentional. I keep my video paused, an ear cocked to the window. My blinds are tilted open as usual, and something inside me tells me to yank down the string that closes them. I slowly reach for the cord and pull the dangling string slowly to tilt the slats of the blinds shut. I sit absolutely still at my desk, my hand still on the cords of the blinds. I'm barely breathing. The footsteps continue, seeming to be coming even closer. As I sit frozen, I hear the slight tapping of something at my window. I try to tell myself one of those cats has gotten up on the windowsill and seized the light from my room, hoping for a meal. I keep listening, and the tapping turns into the unmistakable scraping of a fingernail against glass. A cat wouldn't do that. I swear I hear a hint of a laugh. I'm starting to hyperventilate. I'm home completely alone without my parents and don't know what to do. Am I overreacting? Hearing things that aren't there. I shrink away from my desk at the window, inching towards my phone on my bed. I finally reach it and frantically type out a text to my mom. I think someone is outside my window. What should I do? I wait for a few minutes and don't get a response. I try to shake off the fear. I tell myself I'm just psyching myself out since I'm all by myself in the pitch black of the night, influenced by the Pinot. My parents must be busy with their friends. You're 19, you're an adult, you can take care of yourself. I continue reassuring myself. I take another sip of wine, hoping to numb my worries away. I sit on my bed and my cat wanders into my room. He jumps up beside me, begging for his nightly scratches. It helps calm me down and I talk to him as I pet his soft little chin. Then I hear it again, louder this time. My cat hears it too, jerking his head away to stare over at the window. Thank God the blinds are closed, but now I know I'm not imagining the taps from someone who is definitely lurking by my window. A strange, high-pitched voice says. I can hear it through the glass. It is definitely the sound of a man, almost speaking to me like I'm a baby. Another horrifying giggle. I reach for my cat, but he darts away to hide under the bed. I wish I could do that too. I'm now convinced he, or it, can hear every movement I make. What do I even do in this situation? My mom still hasn't texted me back. I don't want to call anyone, letting whatever is outside hear my voice. My mind is absolutely spinning. As I sit there consumed with my thoughts, I hear my window starting to scrape open. Fuck, I didn't have it locked. My blinds are down, but I guess I didn't have the common sense to lock the window when I did it. Flight or fight kicks in. Fight it as I guess. I jump out of my bed and yank the blinds up. A scraggly, pale hand is wrapped around the frame of my window, slowly pulling it open. The only thing I can think to do is slam that window as hard as I can against its fingers. I hear a crunch, but when I let go, the fingers simply grip the frame harder, pushing it open again. I am full of adrenaline. I gather my strength and slam it shut again, using my fear for strength. I hear a strangled yelp outside. The hand pulls back suddenly. I still haven't looked up, despite my blinds being drawn. The disgusting hand pulls back, and I instinctively push the window completely shut and flick the lock shut. I finally look outside. A strange, tall and lanky figure is scrambling to climb the fence of my backyard. I can only watch in horror as it manages to make it over to my neighbor's side of the fence. It was bald, wearing clothes that were barely scraps of fabric dangling from its body. As my fear starts to dissipate, I find the common sense to call 911. They send a patrol officer out, but they found no fingerprints or damage on the side of the house where my bedroom is. They even knocked on my neighbor's door to tell her that there may be someone in her yard, but there was no sign of anyone. My parents came home around 2 a.m. They were in fantastically happy moods, but they believed me once I told my story. I went to bed upstairs in the room that night. The thing didn't return. I was up the entire night and didn't hear a peep, but I don't know how long it will be until I can sleep in my own bedroom again.